driver architecture. Type 1 driver architecture. Type 1 driver architecture. Say Java application type 1 driver jdbc odbc bridge driver. Type 1 driver okay. This is 1 minute. Here application code. Application code type 1 driver. Don't write, 1 minute. JDBC ODBC bridge driver. Say it is nothing but Java application. It is nothing but Java application. In that application code uses this type 1 driver and here database. But if you want to connect this Java application and database, type 1 JDBC driver is a part of Java program only. It's nothing but one class. That class will load here. But this is connected to ODBC tool. This is connected to ODBC tool. This is outside the Java program. Here we have to select driver. ODBC driver. ODBC driver we have to select. If it is Oracle driver. If it is MySQL driver, like that we have to select. Let it connected. See, Java application, nothing but one Java program. In that program, some code will be there. That code is called application code. That code contains driver. This is nothing but one Java class. It is library class. It will be loaded. This driver connected to this ODBC software. ODBC software. This software contains one ODBC driver. We'll select the driver. If it is Oracle, ODBC for Oracle. If it is MySQL, ODBC for MySQL. Like that we'll select. With that, it is connected to database. This is type 1 driver architecture. So this is one software. This is one software. This is also one software. This is only we are writing through Java. But this is also one software only. So except this, only this Java application code, that is only you are writing. This type 1 driver, JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver, this is already developed. This ODBC tool software already developed. This ODBC driver already developed. This database already developed. What you are writing? Application code only you are writing. Remaining all already is there. Okay. Like whatever Java application passing instruction to database, that instruction, what this will do is it converts into ODBC understandable format. After that, through this driver, it is passed to that particular database driver, particular database. Like this data traveled. Okay. Write this one. Is it over? Now, is it over? Now write it. Advantages of type 1 driver. Advantages of type 1 driver. Advantages of type 1 driver. See, how many type 1 drivers are there? How many drivers? JDBC type 1 driver. One driver only. If you want to change the database, no need to change the JDBC driver. You have to change ODBC driver. If you want to change the database, suppose already your Java program connected to Oracle database. You want to change the database. Then type 1 JDBC driver, no need to change. You need to change ODBC driver. So that is advantage. Write it. Only one driver that supports all ODBC enabled databases. Only one driver that supports all ODBC enabled databases. Only one driver that supports all ODBC enabled databases. Disadvantages of type 1 driver. Performance overhead, since Java calls should go through via JDBC and ODBC drivers. Performance overhead, since Java calls should go through via JDBC and ODBC drivers. So performance point of view, it is very poor, because between Java and database, two drivers were there. One JDBC driver, one ODBC driver. In architecture, yesterday diagram I given, two drivers will be there. JDBC type 1 driver, ODBC driver. That's what communication slow. This is one disadvantage. Second one, DSN, data source name. DSN creation required. DSN creation required. DSN creation required. Data source name creation required. Data source name creation required. Say here, if you want to use type 1 JDBC driver, is it ODBC compulsory? Yes. In that, we have to create DSN here. So we have to select the driver, we have to create DSN. This is compulsory, this part required. That is one disadvantage. For other drivers, this is not required. Okay. It is developed in which language? C language. So C language platform dependent or independent? Platform dependent. So this driver is platform dependent. Write it. Platform dependent. Say one advantage is there, three disadvantages are there. This is the reason this driver outdated. Okay, this is the reason only this driver outdated. Okay, advantage one, but disadvantages are many. Okay. With this reason only, type 1 driver outdated. Now, before going to type 2 driver, I'll explain about specification. Next, write it. Specification. Before going to type 2 driver, specification I'll explain. Write it. A specification is a set of rules and guidelines that are used to develop applications and environments. A specification is a set of rules and guidelines that are used to develop applications and environments. A specification is a set of rules and guidelines that are used to develop applications and environments. You observe, for understanding this one, first simple example I'll take. Say one rule I'll take. Every statement must be terminated with semicolon. That is one rule. Okay. Every Java statement must be terminated with semicolon. That is rule. If you don't write semicolon, your program, will it compile? No. So compiler, each and every line, each and every syntax, it will check. The syntax rules, so many are there. Suppose one rule, every statement must be terminated with semicolon. That is the one rule. That rule compulsory you have to follow. Okay. That is nothing but specification rule. Say it is on specification. It is Java language specification. In short, we'll call it as spec. So here so many rules and guidelines are there. So how to create a class, how to create an interface, how to create abstract class, how to write variable, how to write method, and these all syntaxes rules will be there. Okay, so many rules and guidelines will be there for Java language also. Whatever is studied, core Java up to exception handling, there are so many rules and guidelines you must follow. See, this specification contains some rules and guidelines. Specification nothing but it's just one document. In that document, rules and guidelines will be there. For developing application, these rules and guidelines you must follow. And these specification rules and guidelines only Java compiler software developed. Java compiler. So Java compiler developed. So seen the specification rules and guidelines only Java compiler software developed. Seen the specification rules and guidelines only Java compiler software developed. But seen the specification rules and guidelines only, we have to write Java program. We have to write Java program. Then this Java program you can compile under compiler. Suppose in this specification one rule is there. Every statement must be terminated with semicolon. This is one rule. While writing this program, you must follow this rule. If you don't follow, whenever you compile, you'll get error. Compiler cannot, it will show error. So suppose one Java programmer, Instead of writing semicolon, he wants to write colon. Like just a little bit different appears, no colon, semicolon. Okay. Here, comma will be there, full stop will be there. That's it. Here, full stop, here like that. So this is semicolon, this is colon. Suppose one Java programmer, he doesn't want to write semicolon. He wants to write colon only. Is it possible? No. Rule only. You must follow. Okay. Every Java programmer, he must follow this specification, rules and guidelines. With that only, we have to write the program. If you write your own style, this compiler cannot understand. Because this compiler already developed with these rules and guidelines only. That's what you must follow, these rules and guidelines. Rule only. If you don't want to follow, means not possible. Okay. Here, one Java programmer, instead of writing semicolon, he wants to write colon. What he'll think is, what is the difference? Only small difference appears like that, they'll think. But he doesn't want to write semicolon. He wants to write colon only. Is it possible? No. Only two options. Either you develop Java compiler or follow rules and guidelines. You cannot develop Java compiler. Then follow rules and guidelines. That's it. Only two options are there. Either follow rules and guidelines or develop compiler. Developing compiler, not possible. Then follow rules and guidelines. That's it. Okay. Like this, here. JDBC nothing but it is not a language. It is JDBC nothing but it is not a language. Rules and guidelines to develop database application. Here, this JDBC nothing but specification. It is JDBC specification. It is nothing but one document. This document contains so many rules and guidelines. These rules and guidelines, seeing these rules and guidelines only, driver software developed. Seeing these rules and guidelines only, driver software developed. Now, driver understandable format, you have to write the program. You cannot write program your own. Whatever driver understands, that way you have to write program. If you write your own, not possible. But what will be there in this document? Only rules and guidelines. What purpose? To develop database applications. But which language? Java. Language Java. Rules and guidelines JDBC. That is specification. So seeing this specification, rules and guidelines only, you have to write database application. Database application you have to write. This database application, while writing, you must follow these rules and guidelines. Then only this driver can understand. But if you write your own style, this database application, this driver cannot understand. So, driver understandable format you have to write. You cannot write your own. Like here also only two options. Either follow rules and guidelines of JDBC or develop driver. Developing driver not possible. Then go for rules and guidelines. That's it. Because this specification not only for you. This specification, whoever will develop driver, no, for them also. This specification used by this driver companies also. This specification used by whoever will write the application, Java programmer. This specification for companies also, this specification for programmers also. So this specification used by vendors to develop driver. This specification used by Java programmers to develop database application. That is JDBC. Write it. JDBC specification used by vendors to develop drivers. JDBC specification used by vendors to develop drivers. JDBC specification used by Java programmers to develop database applications. JDBC specification used by vendors to develop drivers. JDBC specification used by Java programmers to develop database applications. JDBC specification used by vendors to develop drivers. JDBC specification used by Java programmers to develop database applications. So, seeing that JDBC specification, drivers are developed. Seeing the specification, we are going to write program. But language, Java. Rules and guidelines, JDBC. So, JDBC is not a language. JDBC is a specification. What it contains? Rules and guidelines to develop database application. So, the specification contains rules and guidelines to develop driver also, rules and guidelines to develop application also. What you are going to learn, how to develop database application, you are going to learn. How to develop driver also will be there. That is not required to you. That is not required. Only product-based companies that is required. Okay. So, specification contains rules and guidelines. Now, rules and guidelines, nothing but here, only abstract methods, interfaces, abstract classes. You studied already. What is abstract class? Multiple definitions coming, you observe. What is abstract class? 1 minute. What is JDBC? See, all people same definition. That's what I can hear. Okay. Multiple definitions means I cannot hear. That is. Okay. So, abstract class. A class that is declared with abstract keyword. That is abstract class. But in abstract class, without abstract method also, abstract class possible. Okay. So, abstract class means just abstract keyword if you attach. That is abstract class. Can we write only abstract methods? Can we write only abstract methods in abstract class? Yes. Can we write only non-abstract methods in abstract class? Yes. Can I write both abstract and non-abstract? Yes. Abstract class can have both abstract and non-abstract methods also. Only abstract methods also. Only non-abstract methods also. Possible. Okay. Abstract method means a method which has no body, without body. Without body is called abstract method. Abstract method is without body. So that is only name declared. Only name declared. See, suppose you assume here public, abstract, connect, one method. Assume abstract, public, abstract. 1 minute. Suppose you assume public, abstract, void, connect, one method. Just assume this is one method. This method means which has no body, semicolon. A method that has no body is called as abstract method. A method that has no body is called as abstract method. Okay. That means only name declared. Only name declared. Method body not written. Method declarator only will be there. Only declaration part. Name declared. This type of method, if you want to write, either abstract class required or interface required. Okay. So, one abstract class or interface compulsory. Abstract class or interface. So either abstract class or interface required. Okay. If you want to write this type of method, if you want to write, either abstract class or interface required. For writing abstract method, abstract class compulsory. For writing abstract class, abstract method not compulsory. Without abstract method also abstract class possible. Okay. But if you want to write the abstract method, abstract class required. Got it? So abstract class or interface. One abstract class or interface is there that contain this method. Now, this is nothing but just one rule. Only name declared. Okay. Now, this rule, suppose this is given by Sun Microsystem, JDBC specification, assume. For establishing connection on connect method, assume. Later, there are so many databases. So, other databases, nothing but class, drivers, all drivers, classes. So many drivers are there. Now, suppose this is Oracle driver. It is Oracle MySQL purpose. It is DB2 purpose. It is Derby purpose. These are different classes. Assume. This is one class. This is one more class. This is one more class. This is one more class. Like that, assume. Okay. Now, this is assume, this part assume like a JDBC. Okay. This is assume like a Oracle. Understanding purpose I am explaining. It is assume like a Oracle. This is assume like a MySQL. This is assume like a DB2. This is assume like a Sybase, one more database. Now, whenever abstract class is inherited, then all methods, all abstract methods must be overridden. So, you know, whenever abstract class is inherited, then all abstract methods of an abstract class, all abstract methods of interface must be overridden in a subclass. Here, method, this method compulsory we have to override, no? Here will override. Connect. Here also will override. Connect. Here also will override. Connect. Here also will override. Connect. Now you want to write one JDBC program to connect to Oracle database. Which method you are going to call? Connect. You want to connect JDBC program for MySQL database. Which program you are going to call? Connect. DB2, connect. Sybase, connect. Now, every database, same methods. Because already rule declared, name declared. That is we must override. Now, this specification given by Sun Microsystem company. This class developed by Oracle Corporation. This driver class developed by MySQL company. This driver class developed by DB2 company. This driver class developed by Sybase company. But all companies, they must follow this method only. No? Now, assume this abstract class not there, this abstract method not there, and this interface not there. Then is it compulsory to write connect? No. Suppose Oracle people written connect. MySQL people to establish. DB2 people get. Sybase people get connection. Like that different written. Then what will happen? JDBC with Oracle, one library. JDBC with MySQL, one more library. JDBC with DB2, one more library. Then how many JDBC will learn? Every database JDBC program different. But now for all databases, JDBC program same. That is the use of abstract method, abstract class interface. If that names are not declared, then any name they can write. Names are already declared. That's what every company must to follow these rules and guidelines. Whoever will develop driver, they will follow that rules and guidelines. What you are going to write, it can be Oracle or MySQL or DB2 or Derby, any database. Your JDBC program is same. Then JDBC programmer point of view convenient. If this abstract class, this interface, this abstract method concept, if it is not there, then they can write any method, any name. Then who will face the problem? Java programmer will face the problem. Then how many courses you have to learn? JDBC with Oracle, one course. JDBC with MySQL was one more course. JDBC with SQL Server, one more course. Every database separate course. That will be happen. Then will happen. Suppose you will join in JDBC with Oracle class. After joining the company, JDBC with MySQL they'll ask. Again you have to learn. Now you are learning JDBC with Oracle in my class. After joining in company, if they give a MySQL program, no change. Same program. Because that type prepared. See, what is the use of abstract method? What is the use of abstract class? What is the use of interface? Core Java class, many people asked. And now you got a clarity, no? Because of abstract class, because of abstract method, because of interface only, all databases JDBC program is same. Because of abstract class, because of abstract method, because of interface. So this type of abstract methods, this type of abstract classes and interfaces given by Sun Microsystem company. You are not going to write abstract class. You are not going to write interface. You are not going to write abstract method. In Core Java, everything you written, but here all built in. Abstract classes and interfaces, abstract methods given by Sun Microsystem company. Those all implemented by database companies. You are not going to implement also. What you are going to do? You are creating object, you are calling method only. Abstract class already defined by Sun Microsystem. That subclass already defined by Oracle Corporation, MySQL and DB2, Derby, all database companies they implemented. What you are going to do? You are going to call the method. But Core Java, what you did? Abstract class yourself you written. That subclass yourself you written. That object creating, calling, everything you did. But here, one part is given by Sun Microsystem, one more part is given by Oracle Corporation, one more part you are writing. Two parts already present. Only one part you have to write. So, writing abstract class, writing interface, abstract method not required for us. Already written. That subclasses also, overriding methods also not required to us. Already did. What you have to do? Create object, call the method. That's it. Any database. So, this is the benefit of abstract class, interface, abstract method. Programmer point of view, convenient way. Now, suppose in my class, what I'll do? JDBC with Oracle I'll teach. After joining in the company, JDBC with MySQL required. Then what you have to do? Driver only you have to change. Remaining all same. All methods same. Only driver class name you have to change. That is only you have to change. That's it. So programmer point of view, convenient way. That is the use of abstract class, interface, abstract method. So here, abstract classes and interfaces already given by Sun Microsystem. In that, abstract methods also given by Sun Microsystem. Those methods code not written by Sun Microsystem, other companies. Different database are there, no? Those companies developed that implementation. Subclasses they written. You create object, you call the method only, that's it. Okay? That is specification. So specification contains rules and guidelines, nothing but abstract classes, interfaces, abstract methods. Now, what is abstraction principle? Providing abstraction, providing necessary information and hiding unnecessary information. You want to write JDBC program, you want Java program, you want to connect to Oracle. Which method required? That is provided. How they developed? Not provided. That is unnecessary for you. That is abstraction. Which method required to connect Oracle database? That method name given. But how that method is developed? That is not given. That is abstraction. Providing necessary. You want to connect to database, connect, that's it. But how they develop driver? Not required. You are not going to develop driver. Not required. That part is hidden. That is nothing but abstraction. Okay. See, providing necessary information, hiding unnecessary information is called abstraction. Okay. Whatever required, that is they provided. Whatever is not required, not provided. That is nothing but abstraction. Method name given, but how that method developed, not given. That is not required to you. That is because already written. If they give what will happen, you will develop driver. You will copy that code. That's what the code they won't give you. Like that. Okay. So providing necessary, hiding unnecessary. It's nothing but abstraction. Now, specification means rules and guidelines. Nothing but abstract classes, interfaces, abstract methods will be there. Those all implemented by driver vendors. So, vendors developed. And you are going to write program, Java program. For that program, method names required, names provided. Okay. Write it. Next, type 2 driver will see. With that program also will see. Type 2 jdbc driver. Type 2 driver. jdbc driver. jdbc native API driver. With this driver, I'll give programs also. First listen. Say Oracle database. MySQL database. Like this, many databases. Okay. Now, type 2 driver. Is it type 2 driver? Every database, separate driver will be there. Here. Type 2 drivers, every database, separate drivers. Here. jdbc driver for Oracle. Here. jdbc driver for MySQL. Like this, every database for dash dash. Here, Java application. Here, this Java application, if you want to connect to Oracle database, we'll select this driver, will connect. Like this. Like this will connect. Right, this one. Type 2 driver. Now, these are type 2 drivers like. Type 2 drivers, many drivers, not one. type 2. Type 1 driver, type 1 drivers, one driver or many drivers? One driver. The driver name is JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. But type 2 drivers, one driver or many drivers? That's what different names are there. Different companies, different names they given. That's what name is not important, number is important. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, number only important. Names, different companies, different names they given. Those all you cannot remember. That's what in interview also, they are going to ask, what are the advantages of type 2 driver? What are the disadvantages of type 2 driver? Like that only they are asking. They are not asking native IPA driver advantage, native IPA driver disadvantage, like that they are not asking. Number only they are asking. Because many drivers are there, different companies, different names are given. What are the names given? I'll give. Is it over? Here, between Java application and database, only one driver will be there. But a type 1 driver, if you use, ODBC also required. JDBC driver, ODBC driver. That communication slow. This is a little bit fast. Okay. Is it over? Now write it. See, type 2 driver. Here write it. It is also called as. It is also called as partial Java driver or partly Java, partly native driver. It is also called as partial Java driver or partly Java, partly native driver. It is also called as partial Java driver, partly Java, partly native driver. It is also called as partial Java driver or partly Java, partly native driver. See, different companies, different names they given. Some companies they given like this name, some company this name, some company this name. Here you study native word. What is native? In Korea also native methods are there. Developed in C, C++, other than Java. Maximum C, C++. So it is also not developed in Java. Native API. Maximum native, partial Java, little bit Java they added. Partly Java, partly native. That's what different names are given. So type 2 drivers, type 2 drivers were developed in Java language and native language. Examples C and C++. Type 2 drivers were developed in Java language and native language. Java language also they developed, native language also they developed, C and C++. Type 2 drivers were developed in Java language and native language. Examples C and C++. See, native language, example C, C++. Java derived from C language, C++ language. From C language syntax derived, from C++ oops derived. Like that Java came and exists in the market. Say C language, C++ language. From C language syntax derived. From C++ oops derived. With that Java introduced. With that introduced. That means Java native place C, C++. Like that C, C++ native. Okay. So Java derived from C and C++ language. That's the reason if they developed it C, C++ means that is called native language. Okay. So these drivers are developed in C, C++ language, Java language, mixed. Maximum native, little bit Java added. That's what they given name, partial Java, partly Java, like that they given. Different companies, different types they developed. That's what different names they given. Instead of these all, number only important. Okay. Now, type 2 drivers are many drivers. Many drivers. Every database separate driver. So write it. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Already know it is package, it is sub package, it is sub package, it is class. Write clearly. Class, each word first letter capital, O capital, D capital. Package. Sub package. Sub package. Class name. Package, sub package, class name. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. package, subpackage, class name. Okay. Now, driver location. OJDBC underscore 6 OJDBC 6 underscore G dot jar. In Oracle 11G Express Edition. Different software is there, I'll show you. Driver location OJDBC 6 underscore G dot jar file in Oracle 11G Express Edition. So this driver is available in this location. Say this driver present in this file. This file present in Oracle 11G Express Edition. Oracle 11G is there, 19 is there, 21 is there, many different are there. This jar file may be different. Say here, jar file location also I'll give first. Jar, Java archive, jar file location. I'll explain. It is required for programming. OJDBC 6 underscore G dot jar file in Oracle 11G Express Edition. In my system, Oracle 11G is there. That's what I given this one. Is it over? See, this PC, C drive, Oracle XE, app, Oracle product 11.2.0, server, JDBC, lib. Here we have a file. In this file, driver is there. So this is a location of jar file. Right, this one. This one. C drive, Oracle XE, app, Oracle product 11.2.0, server, JDBC, lib. Say this driver class available in this jar file. The jar file available in this location in Oracle 11G Express Edition software. Suppose in your computer or your desktop or your laptop, maybe other version is there. 11G is there, 13 is there, 16 is there, 18 is there, 19 is there, 21 also is there. Okay. Express Edition also is there. Again, Enterprise Edition also is there. Different versions, different editions are there. You already installed one Oracle software means you continue with that software only. Still, you didn't install in your laptop or desktop Oracle software means better to use this one. It will occupy less memory. Downloading, installing it is very simple as compared to other versions. Enterprise Edition, it will occupy more memory. Express Edition will occupy less memory. If you want to develop Oracle related software courses, if you want to learn, if you want to develop real-time projects, then Enterprise required. For practicing purpose, Express Edition enough. That's what. Already in your desktop or laptop, already installed means continue that one only. Not installed means use this Oracle software. You have to download, you have to install. Oracle 11G Express Edition. It will occupy less memory. and the downloading installation very easy. This one. Okay. And suppose in your laptop already installed Oracle 21C. This file name will be different. This location will be different. Okay. That file name may be ojdbc 8_g.jar file will be there in other versions. Okay. Other versions. Maybe ojdbc 14 will be there. Maybe classes 111 will be there. Maybe classes 12 will be there. File names different for every version. So these different names will be there. But which version is there, which jar file is there, and where it is, how to find out. Any Oracle software, last 3 folder names will be same. Server, jdbc, lib. In that lib folder, what are the jar files are there? See. That jar file, class path you have to set. Suppose I given here Oracle ojdbc 6_g.jar. But if it is in your system also Oracle 11G Express Edition is there, this one okay. Other is there, this type of different names may be present. Okay. I'll show you how to set the class path, how to write program, how to compile, how to execute, everything I'll show you. After executing in your laptop, still you are facing problem means you can bring the laptop. I'll show you. Online students, if you are facing problem means your screenshots you can mail to my mail ID. I'll give a reply. See, these jar files may be different file names will be there. Okay. Now, so this driver is available in this jar file. This jar file is available in this location. This is nothing but Oracle software. Okay. Now, after this, for this jar, if you want to access this driver, you need to set the class path to access driver. It is compulsory. This class path you have to set. How to set the class path? Write it. First, a temporary class path. Temporary class path to access driver. At the command prompt, you have to write like this. First temporary class path, permanent class path we'll see later. That is also I'll show you. It is a command. It is a command and it is used to set the class path. It is a command and it is used to set the class path. It is append mode. Already in your system, many class paths will be there. For those class path, it is appended. If you don't write that, overrides. I'll show you how to set the class path, temporary class path, permanent class path, how to compile program, how to execute program, everything I'll show you. Still, if you are facing any problem means you can bring the laptop. If it is desktop is there, what is the error? That screenshot you can bring, I'll explain. Online students, you can mail to my mail ID or screenshots. Offline students, you can go to lab also. Lab faculties also will help you. If any problem is there, lab faculty is also present. They'll help you. After teaching, that is, you'll see. After program, at least one program should complete. Then you'll understand. Is it over? See, it is a command to set the class path. Path different, class path different. If you want to access software, path required. If you want to access class, nothing but library, then class path required. Library, if you want to use, class path. Software, if you want to use, path. It is class path. Now, what is this percentile class path? Percentile in double quotes dot semicolon. It is append mode. This class path is appended to existed class path. If you write like this, if you don't write this one, it will override. Suppose in your system, maybe other softwares will be there. Other software class path settings will be there. For those class path, if you write this one, it will override. If you write like this, it will append. End of the text, it will be added. That's what better to prefer this one always. The driver is available in this file. That is the reason up to here, you have to show the location. Then what driver will, what Java compiler will do? Directly it goes to this location. It will take the driver. With that, it will run. If you don't write this one, it will search in C drive only. That is the reason path you have to show. Where is your driver? How operating system knows, how Java compiler knows. With this only it knows. Okay. You have to show the location. Then it will go to that place. Okay. See, if you don't write this one, it will search for driver here in C drive. If you write like this, it will search for driver in this location. That is available there only. Okay. That is class path. Now, here, next, your doubts I'll clarify end of the session. Already I told. See, next write it. URL. Uniform Resource Locator. Type to driver URL. If you want access, URL required. jdbc colon Oracle colon OCA 8 colon at service ID. jdbc colon Oracle colon OCA 8 colon at service ID. It is protocol, it is subprotocol, it is logical name. Protocol, subprotocol, logical name. OCI stands for Oracle Call Interface. OCI stands for Oracle Call Interface. OCI stands for Oracle Call Interface. Protocol, subprotocol, logical name. Oracle Call Interface, OCI. See, HTTP protocol is there, no? That type. It is protocol. It is subprotocol. For accessing driver, protocol, subprotocol. Oracle Call Interface. This is you'll understand while teaching type 4 driver. What is this? You'll understand while teaching type 4 driver. But service ID. What is service ID? No doubt. To get service ID, use the following SQL query. To get service ID, use the following SQL query. select star from global underscore name. To get service ID, use the following SQL query. SQL greater than symbol, that is SQL prompt. There, select a star from global underscore name. This query we have tried at SQL prompt. Whatever it comes, that is you have tried in the service ID place. See, for example, I'll open SQL prompt. How to open SQL prompt? Just type SQL. See, run SQL command. That means Oracle software should be installed. Right click, run as administrator. Here, first you have to connect. Username, system, password, manager, they given. In my system, manager they given, manager I'm writing. While installing Oracle software, whatever password given, that is your right. Here, select star from global underscore name. Now, what is there? XC. This is service ID. This is we have tried there. Is only to establish the connection. That internal depth not required. What is the service ID? What is service? All those things not required. Okay. So here what you have to do is now jdbc colon oracle colon OCA 8 colon at XC we have tried. In my system XC is there. XC. That is I'm writing. In your system, whatever is there, that is your right. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to open SQL prompt. How to open SQL prompt? Just type SQL. We'll get it here. Run SQL command line. Click here. Connect. Username, system, password, manager. Connected. Then select a star from global underscore name. XC. That XC we have tried. For accessing driver, this URL we have to write. Select a star from global underscore name. Okay. Now, this is type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Type 2 driver class name for Oracle database. Oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. This driver available in this jar file. This jar file available in this location. That driver, if you want to access class path also you have to set. This URL also required in the program. For getting service ID, this is required. Okay. And now with this type 2 driver, what type 2 driver will do? What type 2 driver functionality? Type 2 driver advantages, type 2 driver disadvantages, type 2 driver program also. Program also I'll teach. First a program I'll teach. After that remaining I'll teach. Say, if you want to write type 2 driver program, say, now write it. Steps to develop database application by using steps to develop database application. First step. Steps to develop database application. First step, loading a specific JDBC driver. First step, loading a specific JDBC driver. Second step, establishing a connection between Java application and database. Third one, performing the task. Fourth one, closing a connection. First step, loading a specific JDBC driver. Second step, establishing a connection between Java application and database. Third step, performing the task. Fourth step, closing a connection. These steps you have to follow. First, you have to load the driver. Next, you have to establish the connection. Next, you have to perform the task like creating table, inserting record, updating record, deleting record, modifying record, retrieving record, whatever you want, you can do. At last, closing. But if you want to write these all, you cannot write your own logic. You must depend on library. Without library, not possible. Say, suppose if it is calculating factorial program, Armstrong number, strong number, perfect number, prime number, that type of programs you can write. But loading a specific jdbc driver means what you'll write logic? You have to use library only. No other option. Okay. For loading a driver, which method required? The method in which class? That class in which package? You should know. Then only can write. For establishing connection, Java program and Oracle database. If you want to establish the connection, that which method required? The method in which class? That class in which package? If you know, then only can write. Okay. For that, JDBC library required. Library nothing but in Java we are calling API, application programming interface. You studied in core Java. So JDBC API. Noted. Now first package java.sql. Second package java x.sql. Third package java x.sql.rosette. So java.sql package, java x.sql package, java x.sql.rosette package. Present first package will learn java.sql package. In this package, list of classes and interfaces. Driver manager. These are classes and interfaces. Each word first letter is capital. No space between words. These all required to develop application. The programming part, next class we'll see. Just I'm giving only list. First one, driver. Here. SQL exception. Here, connection. Types. Statement. Date. Repeat statement. Write clearly. Each word first letter capital, no space between words. No space between words. Time. Callable statement. Result set. Result set metadata. Database metadata. Blob. Glob. So 5 classes, 10 interfaces. 5 classes, 10 interfaces. Now, whatever I given today, with that, we can write programs. How to write programs, we'll see next class. Monday, no class, Monday holiday. So next class on Tuesday.